welcome back. Josh Bitar here, flying solo today for From the Stands, joined alongside the man who is the new eternal middleweight champion, Ben Johnston. Ben, it's a pleasure, mate. Always really enjoy your company and always enjoy talking to you, mate. First things first, a couple of weeks out from the win. How are you feeling? I know there's a fractured foot there, which we'll get to, but apart from that, how are you feeling?
Man, pretty good, really. Yeah, like other than the foot, I can't complain. I was straight back to training on Monday, be it light duties, but I just didn't want to break any routine or whatever. Yeah, no, going good, man. I can't complain.
Yep. So with the fractured foot, when exactly did that happen?
I'm pretty sure it was like the second kick, or maybe the first one. I threw an inside leg kick early in the fight, and I'm pretty sure that was the one that broke it because I caught him on the knee.
Yeah.
Because I can't really be sure because I did throw a fair few, throw a fair few kicks, and some might have collected elbows, and some might have been half checked.
Yeah.
So yeah, it could have been any of them, but I think it was that inside leg kick.
Was there any initial feeling when you did it? Like, oh, that felt no. Wow.
No, not really. Nah.
Well, how long is the recovery process for this? I guess I know you would like to be back in there pretty quickly. You've been very active last year, so I guess what's the recovery time like on a fractured foot?
Pardon me. Well, yeah, I don't really know. Like I thought, to be honest, I thought I might start kicking again next week. Because it's been sore. But I've been able to move around. I'm still doing plenty of boxing and some wrestling and grappling, and just sort of been nursing it. And I thought, you know what, it's doing pretty good. I might be able to start kicking next week. And I got a scan just in case. And when it come back fractured, I was quite surprised. But my physio said 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
But I don't know, bro. Just see how it goes. It's like depends how bad I want to kick. How long the recovery time is,
Absolutely, man. Well, winning the Eternal Middleweight title was big for you. I know, I watched your interview with Mitch. Shout out to Mitch Tinley. I watched that interview, and I enjoyed what you were saying about the fact that it was sort of this or bust. So I knew how much it was riding on it for you, and to see you get that win was very nice. You guy that's always been good to us, and it's nice to see guys' hard work pay off. Now that you've had a week or two to sort of digest that win, how are you feeling about it overall, and where you sort of stand now?
No, man. Like at the end of the day, I'm very happy. John Martin Fraser was the guy to beat. And it's really like if I'm trying to fast track my way into the UFC, which I am. I don't want to have any more fights than I have to have here. I want to get in there and just mix it up with those guys and see where I'm at over there.
Yeah.
So he was the guy to do that. He's the guy. And I know there's oh man, I can't believe I've forgotten his name.
Who are you
I can't believe I've forgotten his name. The guy who's just the champ.
John.
No. Before him.
Oh, got injured.
Yeah. I can't believe I've forgotten his name.
Me too. I've forgotten it too. That's bad.
It'll come.
It'll come. City Kickboxing.
Matt Myers.
Matt Myers. That's
Matt
it.
Myers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know he's around, and it's no offense to him at all. But I don't have any interest. It's UFC or it's nothing.
Yeah.
That's where I want to be. That's where I want to test myself. I don't want to be hanging around at this regional circuit any longer than I have to, because I feel like I deserve it. I really do. And maybe that's me pumping my own tires up too much, or maybe I'm being slightly delusional. I don't know, but it's just where I'm at. It's what I believe. So I'm keen to go.
What's up, guys? It's Josh here From the Stands, and look, I know you're in the middle of a good little interview that we're currently doing, but I want to take a second of your time just to give a quick little shout out to today's sponsor, TrainAid. Obviously, they're big supporters of us, like we are of them, and today they're sponsoring this video. And look, I want to let you guys know about a little product they do, their premium product, TrainAid Hydration. It's the best hydration formula on the market, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. And look, if you don't believe me, ask guys like Israel Adesanya, Alexander Volkanovski, Leon Edwards. You ever heard of these guys? They're the top athletes in the world. And they're all taking TrainAid Hydration. It really is the #1 formula in the world for hydration, and in the summer months here in Australia, I mean, it's something that I think everyone should be taking. And Trainade have been very nice to give us a discount code, a very healthy discount code as well. I mean, it's a nice little discount code. If you use the code FTS15 at the checkout, they will give you 15% off. We'll leave a link to their website in this description of this video, and yeah, check them out, guys. Please support them because they are supporting us. Cheers.
Yeah.
I think too. I think people are well within their right to think that. I think when you've had dominant performances, I think you can sort of claim that thought. Say you'd gone to decisions, or they'd been, back and forth, 50-50 fights. Maybe people wouldn't think that, but I think the majority of people agree with you on that fact. Just because the fact you've had, like, all of them have basically been finishes. I mean, you beat the champ in emphatic fashion too, which is always a big check mark. Speaking on the UFC. Knowing that would be something that you want next, have those early discussions started with guys like Mick Maynard or Sean or anything where they've said, look, this is where you're on, because I know they do that with fighters. I've spoken to other fighters before where they have those early discussions, win one more, win one more, and then you can, we'll look at you, all those sort of things. Have you had those talks yet with Mick or Sean or any of the guys?
No, I personally haven't, no. I know that discussions have been had, and I have no idea what I'm supposed to do or not supposed to say.
Yeah.
I got no idea.
No, that's fine. I understand.
Yeah, I haven't got a contract, so if we're asking about that, and yeah, so that's probably as much as I can say without, honestly, right, I don't know what I'm supposed to or what I'm not supposed to say around it. But yeah, like that. Obviously, my management team has put me forward and doing everything they can to try and get me in the position, get on that big show.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I'm just stoked that they're doing that. Yeah,
absolutely. I know a lot of rumors are going around about UFC 305 being in Perth. Possible announcements coming soon, maybe. But I guess when you sit there and think about making your debut, I don't know if you've had these thoughts yet, but do you think about making that debut if you could here on home soil, or is it if they offer you a Contender Series fight, it's neither here or there, you just want the crack, or would the opportunity to fight here be preferable?
Bro, I would love to get on that card. I would love to fight in Australia. So if they gave me that, I reckon there'd be a few people from Logan City jumping on a plane as well. You know what I mean? So if there was, does it make sense?
Yeah.
Might sell some tickets from Southeast Queensland. But yeah, no, I would love to get on that, bro. And that's obviously what I've got my fingers crossed for. But at the end of the day, beggars can't be choosers, and I will take whatever they give. I've said multiple times to my AP management, that I would take a fight on, even with a broken foot. If they hit me up and said we've just had a middleweight pull out in Vegas in what's today, Tuesday, probably couldn't make it this week. If they had one the following week, I could make weight on 5 days' notice. Even with a broken foot, I'd do it. Yeah, I think I'd be all right. I'll deal with it afterwards. But yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm always training. I'm always fit. I'm always ready. I'm not, out partying every weekend and that sort of thing, So I'm in good nick. So yeah, I'm making on the short, whatever opportunity I get, I'm ready for. So.
Yeah. I can imagine working class man being blasted over the speakers would go down pretty well with the Logan City crowd there to cheer you on.
Yeah, Well, let's find out.
Absolutely, man. Moving on, Chelsea's back in action. Chelsea Hackett is back in action next Friday here in Australia, Thursday in the States. First round of the PFL flyweight tournament. I guess she's looking to be a force this year. And speaking to her the other day, she seems very confident and in a great mindset. I guess, how has she progressed since her last fight? In the training room.
Oh shit! Sorry,
you're right.
And let me just quickly put this on Do Not Disturb. Sorry, 2 seconds.
No, you're right. You okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. No, she's gone really good. Really good. So she has been training with us over a year now. But when she had her first fight in the PFL, it was still somewhat new. Like, it was still a relatively new thing, and we were sort of like transitioning her striking style to MMA. You know what I mean? Before that, I feel that she was more of a kickboxer doing MMA, more of a like she is hard. She's hard, bro. She is tough as a coffin nail. You know, like yeah. So she's hard. She gives the boys a hard time in the gym every day.
Yeah.
So breaking her out of that into more of an MMA style that's just a little bit more strategic in your selection of weapons. Her grappling has just come along leaps and bounds, like in a massive way. So now it's like I feel like this fight we've really refined her striking to suit the MMA style and be less of like, all right, I'm just going to go out there and just knock her out and overwhelm her and all that sort of thing. So like in terms of like a well-rounded mixed martial artist, it's been massive, bro. Like she just spends the hours. She's here every day, 4 hours a day, and then on a Saturday she'll come down as well, obviously for our sparring. But 5 days a week, 4 hours a day, man, you can't question her commitment. And it's I just think she's going to do well, you know.
Yeah. Is when we spoke to her, I mentioned about your win, and I said, what was it like seeing you win that title and being there and that sort of stuff? And she said that, you know, watching you fight made her sweaty, and she's like, she wanted to be in there for you, and she's like, she gets nervous, and that, you know, she couldn't handle it. And I made me think, like, being a coach of so many different athletes, is there anyone specifically you feel like that over it? Is it sort of across the board, or is it being a coach you sort of remain, you have that air of calmness about you where you can't really be like that?
Yeah, it's, you know, it's funny, bro. I probably get more It's a hard one. Hey, I can't say, because there has been times I've been nervous, not because I wasn't confident, but just because I know like where that person's at in their life.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so sometimes that, like, fuck, I really hope he wins. You know, like, I really hope he wins. And then there's other times where I'm like, I'm not nervous at all, because I'm like, he's just done. You know, this guy's done whatever he's had to do, and it's all good. It's whatever it's going to be. It's going to be. He couldn't have possibly done anything extra to try and get this win. So if he loses, it is what it is. It's all good. That's the way it goes. You know. But yeah, it just depends, man. Like when I was over with Izzy for Pereira, I was so nervous. Like I was so nervous. You know, just the pressure of the whole thing, and you know the circumstances. It's just been like one of the biggest fights ever.
Yeah.
I was so nervous, and then I'll watch, you know, Nate fight and he gets the win, and I'll be like. Like there's just nothing, you know. It's weird. And then in the same breath, I watched another one of Nate's fights, and like it was like, hey, you know, it's just you can never tell, man. It all depends on the circumstances surrounding it.
Absolutely, man. Look, it's always a pleasure. I didn't want to keep you too long this afternoon. I know it's probably a busy afternoon for you, man. So I'll let you go. It is always a pleasure, mate. We wish you, from Alex, and I know he's not here right now, but we wish you the best, man, in securing this contract. I know it means a lot to you, and I know what you spoke about pushing a family aside just to pursue this dream, and that's a big thing. So I'm sure it'll all pay off for you, man. And when it all gets locked away and confirmed, we'll chat again, and hopefully we see you in Perth.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. You guys always supported me, and I like watching you guys, you know, grow and build your thing as well. It's cool to see from mine. So
we're doing it together. We're on the same trajectory. Always a pleasure, Benny. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Thanks.